Can pandas automatically read dates from a CSV file? Today I was positively surprised by the fact that while reading data from a data file, for example, Pandas is able to recognize types of values. For example, it can be checked in this way. In particular, integer, floats and strings were recognized correctly. However, I have a column that has dates in the following format: the 4th of June 2013. These dates were recognized as strings, not as Python date objects. Is there a way to learn Pandas to recognize dates?
You should add parse_dates equals true, or parse_dates equals column name, when reading. That's usually enough to magically parse it. But there are always weird formats which need to be defined manually. In such a case you can also add a date parser function, which is the most flexible way possible. Suppose you have a column datetime with your string, then this way you can even combine multiple columns into a single datetime column. This merges a date and a time column into a single datetime column. You can find directives, i.e. the letters to be used for different formats, for strip time and strof time in this page.
Perhaps the Pandas interface has changed since at Rutger answered, but in the version I'm using, 0.15.2, the date_parser function receives a list of dates instead of a single value. In this case, his code should be updated like so. Since the original question asker said he wants dates and the dates are in June 4, 2013 format, the dateParse function should really be.
You could use pandas.to_datetime as recommended in the documentation for pandas.read_CSV. If a column or index contains an unparsable date, the entire column or index will be returned unaltered as an object data type. For non-standard datetime parsing, use pd.to_datetime after pd.read_CSV. Demo.
When merging two columns into a single datetime column, the accepted answer generates an error, Pandas version 0.20.3, since the columns are sent to the date_parser function separately. The following works.
Pandas read_CSV method is great for parsing dates. Complete documentation at this URL. You can even have the different date parts in different columns and pass the parameter. The default sensing of dates works great, but it seems to be biased towards North American date formats. If you live elsewhere you might occasionally be caught by the results. As far as I can remember, January 6, 2000 means 6th of January in the USA as opposed to 1st of June where I live. It is smart enough to swing them around if dates like June 23, 2000 are used. Probably safer to stay with yimed variations of date though. Apologies to Pandas developers here, but I have not tested it with local dates recently. You can use the date_parser parameter to pass a function to convert your format.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.